Minister Luke Pollard.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. With permission, I wish to make a statement on the Defence Industrial Strategy. Today, we fulfil another manifesto commitment by publishing our plan to strengthen our security and grow our economy. It is a plan to back British-based industry, to create British jobs and to drive British innovation. Madam Speaker, before I set out the detail of the strategy, can I first place on record my thanks to my right honourable friend, the member for Liverpool Garston, for her work in developing this strategy. And I would also like to extend a warm welcome to my honourable friend, the member for North East Derbyshire, who has joined the MOD team as well. This is a plan, Madam Speaker, supported by £773 million of investment, a plan to make defence an engine for economic growth in every nation and region of our country. The men and women who serve our nation are rightly respected across the world for their dedication and professionalism. Yet, as we know from the war in Ukraine, when a country is forced to fight, its armed forces are only as strong as the industry that stands behind them. The UK has one of the most advanced, innovative defence industrial bases the world over. But we are in a new era of threat, which demands a new era of UK defence. Our Strategic Defence Review set out our vision to make Britain safer, secure at home and strong abroad. Through our Defence Industrial Strategy, we will ensure that we have an industry to deliver that vision. All the pledges made today can only be met because the Labour government has committed the largest sustained increase in defence spending since the end of the Cold War. 2.6% of GDP by 2027, 3.5% by 2035, alongside our NATO allies. But with the promise to invest more comes the responsibility to invest better. By implementing our strategy, we will ensure that workers and businesses across the UK feel the benefit of the defence dividend. Madam Deputy Speaker, in opposition, the Defence Secretary told this House Labour's determination to see British investment directed first to British industry is fundamental. Ambition in opposition has today become action in government. Using every lever available to the government, our strategy will prioritise British-based businesses. We will make it easier for British-based firms to do business with the MOD. We will launch an Office of Small Business Growth to support small and medium-sized enterprises access MOD contracts and give greater clarity by sharing our 5-year acquisition pipeline, allowing businesses to invest with confidence. The £10 billion frigate contract signed with Norway last week was the biggest warship deal in our history, a demonstration that when we export defence capabilities, we not only strengthen our security abroad, but create high-skilled jobs at home. Through our strategy, we will back British businesses to go out and win more contracts and create more jobs. The new Office of Defence Exports brings responsibility for defence exports back into the Ministry of Defence and creates a government-to-government export structure which reflects what our allies and industry need. Sustaining sovereign capabilities is the cornerstone of national security, and so our strategy sets out the requirement to onshore key assets. We will, though, maintain the advantages afforded by open international competition, but we will do so in a way that improves value for the British taxpayer. For the first time ever, we will introduce an offset policy designed in consultation with industry. This means that when we buy from our allies, the UK economy will be strengthened in return through new jobs and novel technologies. Our defence industrial base represents a commitment to innovation and excellence. Today it supports over 460,000 jobs and over 24,000 apprenticeships across the UK, the vast majority of which are unionised. And as a trade union member myself, I know that good, well-paid unionised jobs are not only good for defence, they're good for growth as well. Defence is an industry which is a source of not only prosperity, but of pride, one which proves we are still a nation of makers. And what you find when you speak with defence workers is a deep sense of purpose in what they do. They are right to feel that way. Their efforts keep our nation safe. Through our strategy, more people will be afforded the opportunity and rewards of working in this industry, and to ensure the benefits of the defence dividend are shared across every nation and region of the UK, we're investing £250 million in defence growth deals. Our deals will build on the inherent strengths in defence communities by improving skills and infrastructure. The first phase will be launched in Plymouth, where we will focus on advanced marine technologies and autonomous systems, and South Yorkshire, where we will build on our recent investment in defence and steel. Further locations will be announced in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, because not only is there a defence dividend from our uplift in defence spending, there is also a union dividend, strengthening our United Kingdom. ADS analysis indicates defence industry workforce could grow by 50,000 people by 2035 when defence spending increases to 3% of GDP. To ensure the UK can take full advantage, we must make sure we have the workers with the right skills to fulfil these roles. So today I am announcing the biggest ever investment in defence skills, £182 million of new government funding to establish 5 defence technical excellence colleges, to promote the benefits of a career in defence to over 800,000 school pupils. And our new defence skills passport will make it easier and faster for veterans and workers in other industries to move into the defence sector. Over the past few years, defence firms have expressed growing concerns about attending job fairs. The harassment and intimidation to which they have been subjected has forced companies to cancel events on university campuses. The campaign to boycott and target defence firms misunderstands the very purpose of deterrence. We know the full measure of freedom and security in Britain because of what the defence industry does. So this strategy will help it attract the talent it needs by creating a dedicated presence on the UCAS website, a new defence apprenticeship and graduate clearing system, and a defence university partnership and alliance to strengthen careers in the sector. The war in Ukraine reminds us that innovation is the central pillar of deterrence. To ensure we meet our objectives of better capability and increased growth, we're committed to spending at least 10% of our equipment budget on novel technologies. The newly established UK Defence Innovation is backed by £400 million of ring-fenced investment and has the authority to reallocate funding and resources, ensuring a focus on priorities and value for money. Today's strategy outlines how we will employ UKDI to rapidly produce technologies which give our armed forces an advantage. We will set out the first of the innovation challenges we want industry to go after, as well as how we will better support firms in testing their innovations. But, Madam Deputy Speaker, this government inherited what the Public Accounts Committee described as a broken procurement system. For too long, defence has been burdened by waste, delay and complexity. Yet today, we know that whoever gets technology to its frontline forces the fastest wins. We have proved that we can do it for Ukraine, now we must do it for Britain. Our segmented approach to procurement sets ambitious targets to drastically reduce the timescales to get new projects on contract. And as part of the biggest shake-up to the Ministry of Defence in over 50 years, we have created the role of National Armaments Director. And because we want UK firms to win, not just at home but abroad, we will improve our export licensing system with a new digital platform, better training for staff, and reformed procedures, including allowing exporters to apply for licences during the bidding process. Madam Deputy Speaker, unlike previous strategies, R1 is funded. It is also the culmination of months of detailed work and close engagement with industry, academia and trade unions. Throughout this process, our aim has been to produce a strategy with the defence sector rather than to it. With a clear plan backed by historic investment, our government, alongside industry, will now deliver for Britain. I commend this statement to the House.